Hey, so I'm here with my mom, and I'm going to ask her a couple questions about when, where, or why she gets the need to use a healthier vending machine, or, well, in general, the need of when she's hungry during the middle of the day and could use something like a vending machine. But first, I'm going to let her introduce herself.
I am Lori Krantz, Caleb's mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom at this point right now, and I take care of my in-laws.
Recently moved in law.
Yes.
So, let's start out, when do you have this need um, of needing something quick and convenient to use and to eat?
Well, for me, I don't normally eat anything before noon, and so I only eat between the hours of 12 and 8. So I usually drink a protein drink, but when I'm out, it's usually about 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock when I'm out either shopping or, something of that time frame, and I don't eat fast food. So that would be a good option.
um, well, you kind of answer. Why do you think you get this need about 2 o'clock to you?
Um, well, because I haven't eaten, but I also tend to get busy doing things, and I don't realize that I'm hungry.
You just kind of forget.
Yeah, I forget to eat.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I'll just feel drained of energy and starving, and my stomach will start growling and all of that stuff. So I just forget to eat.
Understandable. Is there any particular place or places that you get this need occurs to you most often, or at all?
Well, a lot has to do when I go out shopping or when I have to go and do things, doctor's offices when I'm taking my mother-in-law to her appointments. But, going to the mall is the biggest thing because I don't eat fast food. And there are things that I have to do. And, they're, different things. And so if you don't eat fast food,
What are you gonna eat at
what
the
are your
mall?
options? What are you going to eat when you have to go shopping?
Yeah.
So
Yes. So, what do you do now to cope with the need?
right now, right now, what I've done is I try to carry. I buy things at the grocery store like mixed nuts with fruit in them, with dried fruit in them, or I buy like protein bar or a whole what are they called? The whole bars, like the whole food bars, where it's just 5 or 6 ingredients and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, and I throw them in my purse with water.
Yeah. Wait to be used.
Yes.
So you kind of once again you kind of answered it. So, where do you go to fix this need if you may not have that
Yeah,
those in your purse? Or something
and
like
that's
that?
happened a lot because I've given them away
Yeah.
and ended up not having any in my purse. And so if I'm out and about, if I'm running errands or doing whatever, there have been times I've actually run into a convenience store and grabbed water and grabbed a protein bar, or sometimes they have like a fruit, like a banana.
Yeah.
I'll grab that. So it causes me to stop and somewhere along the line because I don't eat fast food.
And that's something where that's stuff that we would offer in this vending machine, and it would hopefully be in a place where you're not going that far out of your way to reach it.
Yeah.
So, and that's more about this as far as figuring out where do we want to put this product, where do we want to put this service at. So, do you search for ways to meet your need?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm constantly on the internet and on Pinterest. You being healthy is very important to me, and so those I want those whole things, those the not necessarily vegan things, but the whole food things, the natural things, the things that God intended us to eat.
Yeah.
You know, not processed foods and not fast foods, you know,
Yeah.
not sodas and not, you know, that kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm constantly looking on the internet for different things and, you know, the important things of different herbs and different stuff like that.
Now when you search for it, are there any like certain items that you search for that like to fill your hunger longer, to satisfy your needs? Is there
A lot
any
of
specific?
proteins, because I know that if you eat your proteins, they hold your, you know, if you eat a protein, you're not hungry as soon. And so I always want to try and find the healthier versions of protein. I don't want to just take a protein powder with, you know, my milk or whatever. I want something that's going to, and I don't, you know, a lot of the protein bars, I want a healthier version because a lot of them have a lot of sugar. And
sodium,
and that's what
yeah.
I want to stay away from. So I want to try and get more balanced.
Yes.
Things that don't have a lot of sugar but have just as much protein
But
in
have
them.
a high protein intake. Okay.
And fiber.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Do you ask people for advice on what they do? Maybe.
Yeah, I have a group of girlfriends, and we all share different things that we do. I have one girlfriend that makes her homemade Luna bars, and stuff like that. So we all share what we do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have they brought anything? Is there anything that sticks out to you that they've brought up before?
Well, just the hardest thing is finding, you know, like even if you, when we're out and about and doing the things that we have to do as, you know, as moms and wives and all of that, just being able to go out and find something that's healthy to eat.
Yeah.
Because this is such a processed country. And it's cheaper in this country to offer that. So that's just what's out there. So we share all our different ideas and places to go and the stores where to buy those foods, or the online places to buy them, because, you know, like there's Thrive Market online that offers, you know, a lot. So we share that stuff.
Oh yeah, and that's one thing we want to try to get as a company is we want to be able to compete with in the fast food deals. Because we're gonna have to charge you a little bit more at a vending machine. As my pastor and me say as well. Well, spending $5 at a vending machine sounds bad, but at this vending machine for $5, you're going to get possibly a healthier sandwich or wrap right where you need it to be at that point, instead of driving off having to go to a Burger King getting a 4 for $4 or whatever they do, and it's a lot healthier for you, and you're not going to get as much food because it's healthy. I mean, it's not the over processed food that they can make cheaper, but it's going to be about the same price. It's going to be healthier for you, and it's probably going to fill you up just as much.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, because actually the healthier options, you get to eat less of it, because the high fibers and the high proteins fill your body, and it's not just your stomach that it's filling, it's your entire body, it's your muscles, and it's your mind. It gives you clarity and all of those things. So those, you know, the processed food or the fast food is in your body, and then 30 minutes later, you know, for me, I feel sick to my stomach, and then I'm hungry again.
Yeah.
You know, and so I would pay more for a healthier option.
Yeah. And the big thing too is we want to provide food that's not per se wasting calories.
Yes.
That's a big thing. It's a big problem that I've always had too, is you eating something, you're eating a cookie or a hamburger or something from McDonald's, and it's just wasted, empty calories that give you no nutritional value whatsoever.
Yeah, it does nothing for your body, and eventually it just works itself out of your body.
Yeah.
So, and it does nothing to help your body.
Yes. Are there any suggestions that you have about my service or the products that we should offer in these vending machines?
Well, I think they would have to be like, and I've said this before. It would have to be refrigerated, and it would have to be rotated more. So you'd have to pay more. But the healthier options are of having carrots or hummus or cucumbers, or having the sandwiches, the foods, the proteins that your body are gonna not just hydrate, but it feeds your body. It gives you mental focus. It gives you, all of those things that your body craves for. I would pay more for that because I know what it means to my body.
Yeah, so I need to focus on, so as a product wise, focus on things that will,
like wraps, chicken Caesar wraps, that are with spinach tortillas, the healthier versions.
Yeah. So, all right, that will
sandwiches.
Fuel our bodies. All right. Well, thank you very much, and I may have to interview you later. We'll see.
Okay.